In the months ahead, central banks around the world are planning to go digital. Bank of America, Chase, Citi, Wells Fargo, they're about to be reset, overhauled. It means the function of our banks is about to change. They probably won't raise public suspicion about it by changing the signs on your bank's branches, but in other words, the banking infrastructure is being rebuilt from the ground up, and very few Americans are aware this is even happening. We are right on the verge of a once-in-a-generation opportunity to profit by investing in the companies that are building out the architecture for this massive shift.
So there are quite a few sources that are pointing towards November as being a month of interest. This is JP Morgan's site, and they have a go-live event November 19th. This one is on November 19th at Swift. This is what they're changing the messaging format. And then the Federal Reserve was interesting. If you scroll down, what I liked about this was they mentioned that they would like to change the format on a single day. So the overnight theory is possible.
Some central banks and financial regulators have already required the use of ISO20022 for specific systems and applications. For example, the European Payments Council has set a deadline for 2025 for all SEPA payments to use 20022, while the Federal Reserve in the US is encouraging financial institutions to adopt it by 2023. So what does this mean for digital currency? Well, the Federal Reserve in the US is encouraging financial institutions to adopt it by 2023. So what does this mean for digital currencies? ISO 20022 has the potential to play a key role in the development and implementations of CBDCs, as it provides a flexible and standardized framework for financial messaging that ensures consistency and interoperability between systems.
Development and implementation of CBDC. That's what's next, man. Let's give all praises, glory, honor, and power that's due to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles at Great Millstone, those who rule well and who I learned this truth from. Salutations to the brothers stiffly pushing this one truth in all sincerity and diligence, risking your lives and freedoms to do so. And shalom to the rest of the elect as we all await this second Exodus coming quickly by the hands of Lord Yahweh Shah. This is your brother Rachagabar. And as of today, November 19th, the Federal Reserve, as she just said in this video, okay, they quote unquote are encouraging financial institutions to adopt the ISO framework by this year's end, okay, 2023. But essentially today was a day where they all pretty much went live with it, okay? You see this video here.
P. Morgan's site.
You see this video here where this lady is clearly on JP Morgan's site, okay? She mentioned Swift, okay, and all these other financial institutions and banks, all right, were required pretty much to go ahead and adopt this framework, because this is the framework whereby they're going to, again, develop and implement that CBDC. As you see here on JP Morgan's site, it says, where she underlined, it says, in scope for the November 19th, 2023 ISO 20022 go live event. So they went live with this particular framework, okay? You see? So just like she said in this video, okay, the European Council already, they're getting them to do it by 2025, which they're rushing this, okay? And then even over here in America, okay, the Federal Reserve wanted them all to finish this shit by this year's end, okay? So things are moving quick, okay? This ISO, so I'm gonna just call it an ISO. This shit, again, like she went into, is the framework whereby they're gonna be able to bring out that CBDC, man, okay? The title of this video says what? The new age of payments, okay? So they've been reconstructing, right?
In the months ahead,
they've been reconstructing the banking system right underneath people's eyes, man. Okay, and today, November 19th, this is when they went live with it. Okay, now who's to say they didn't already? You know, these different banks, you know, weren't already going live with the ISO. Okay, because we know we had that major ACH glitch, okay, a few weeks ago, okay, which, you know, they still haven't went out and really justified what the reason was. May have been a cyber attack, but it likely, I believe, that was them switching that system over. Okay, so from here, man, things are about to go in a hyperdrive, man, because now all they really need to do, now that they got the Fed now in place, the Fed now has been in place. Okay, they got this ISO framework in place, so now all they need to do now is some type of a black swan event, man. It's really all they need, or a false flag event, which would give them grounds to go ahead and shut this shit down. Okay, go ahead and shut this shit down, and then when it comes back online, this is what it would be. You would be using digital currencies, man. Okay, so that they went on ahead and required these banks. All right, see all these banks on here: Swift, J.P. Morgan, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, etc. Which I seen this a while back. Okay, but it was hard to you had to dig to see if you found, if you looked at these particular banks on their website, if it mentioned, going live with the ISO on this date. Well, as you seen that video, okay, it's obviously on JP Morgan's website. She put up Swift. Okay, and then we just seen a video where the Federal Reserve were quote unquote encouraging these financial institutions to adopt it by this year's end, okay, by 2023. So this is happening, man. This is happening. And again, what this means is that they're about to pretty much introduce the CBDC to you Americans, man. Okay, this is where we're at. Okay, you just had the European Parliament. They went out and pretty much approved rolling out a digital ID. Okay, when you understand that the digital ID, all right, is what it's gonna be back with a digital wallet. Okay, what do you put in a digital wallet? Digital money. Okay, so this is all Esau's B system, his framework that he's setting up, and they're rushing now because they're pretty much out of time, man. Come January 1st, Iraq is no longer using the US dollar. Okay, we know many other nations, all right, are going to be following suit, dealing with the fact that America's involved in this war, man. Okay, and these tensions have been escalating. Okay, not only that, the nations have already began, which is common knowledge at this point. They've been trading, buying and selling oil with their local currencies. Okay, it might not be not common knowledge, but that's what's been taking place. So what America has to do at this point, man, in order to remain relevant, okay, to try to hold on to some type of dominance in the world stage, they got to roll out a central bank digital currency, man, or else they'd fall behind to China, India, Russia. Okay, they wouldn't be able to compete with BRICS at this rate if they didn't come out with their own CBDC, which is all by design. Okay, but they might come and say, oh, our CBDC is going to be backed by gold and yada, yada, yada. Okay, they've lost petro status, man. So this is what they have to do. Okay, they're going to war and they're going to roll out this CBDC now that this banking framework is in place. Okay, and like she said in this video,
is about to change. In the months ahead, central banks around the world are planning to go digital. Bank of America, Chase,
yeah, these banks
Citi,
are all
Wells Fargo.
going digital. They got the framework in place now. Okay, and she said they've been pretty much reconstructing the banking system underneath you people's eyes, man. Okay. It says November 19th. Most people will miss this. Most people don't realize this is taking place and the implications of what's going to happen very soon. Okay. We don't know how, next week. And I'm not saying, something's going to necessarily happen, but you never know now that they got, pretty much had these banks go live with it. Okay. We ready, man. Get ready to expect this shit to go much faster now, man. Okay. So 2024, man, it's going to be a crazy year, man. All right. Because, these devils literally have everything in place now, man. What else do they need? All right. Just to, they need some type of event to blame the collapse on, to blame the chaos on. And then they're going to try to roll in this new system. Okay. And this is where the everything comes in. This is where your again, like I mentioned, your digital identification. Okay, look at Australia, look at Canada. Look at Europe. Okay. Look at all these other countries. You see they're speaking on digital IDs. Okay. This is where, the 15-minute cities come into place. Okay. Carbon tracking, social credit system. This is where it all comes together, man. Because that digital ID, right, your digital profile, if you will, again, is going to have your digital money on it, digital wallet, your health information, digital vaccine, everything's going to be on there. Okay, Social Security, all of that. Okay, it's all going to be on there, and essentially, what they want to do, all right, as they've been, talking about this fucking global warming and shit, which is BS, carbon emissions. All right, they want to limit your carbon footprint. Okay, they want to control the food you eat. They want to control how you use resources, right? All in the means of reducing carbon emissions. And at the end of the day, this will all be with what they want is this to be all within a 15-minute radius, okay, to where you don't need to drive a car, all right, add into the carbon emissions because you can just walk 15 minutes and everything will be within that radius. You see, and if you say you you use too much carbon, right? You fucking, whatever. You use too much carbon. Now they can, deduct your digital currencies instantly. Okay. Again, you're not going to have no, personal savings and, cash that you can store and save. No, it's all going to be on that Fed now. It's all connected, man. They're going to control all that shit. Okay. So they easily be able to deduct it. Right. This is where your social credit score comes in, because if you're going against their boundaries and their rules that they set, if you're not abiding, all right, they can deduct your currency and they can penalize you, man. To where you say, for example, you might be on a green list, which, you have access to particular things. You can, travel to even, they trying to restrict that completely. But if you say you might be able to travel, or you can go buy this, or you can do whatever. OK, well, if you go against what they want you to do, they can put you on like a red list, to where they just limit your movement. Because, again, your movement is going to be based on that damn chip, man. That's going to house your digital profile. It's going to have everything on there. That's how you're going to make payments. That's how you're going to scan to do this, scan to do that. That's how you're going to be approved to do particular things. So if they put you on a red list or a black list, all they got to do is they're going to deny you access. You see, you're going to scan and that shit going to say access denied. They're going to prevent you your money. Okay. That's where your the universal basic income come in. Okay. It might be, they get that payment out every 2 weeks or every month. We don't know. But, even with that payment, that's just going to expire. Because, again, they said what? You're going to own nothing and be happy. Meaning you're not going to be able to save, man. Ain't going to be no, capitalism and, no, everybody going to be on pretty much the same playing field, man. You're going to have the elites. That's what they want. You're going to have the elites, and everybody else, you're just going to be at the bottom. You're going to get a certain amount, and that's what it is, man. Okay. But hey, this is what this devil is setting up, man. This is what they, really want to have established by 2030, which, Lord willing, man, we are not going to be here by then, man. Lord willing, man. Okay. And it's the reason why, they are about to introduce CBDCs to you Americans, man. Okay. This place ain't nothing special. Matter of fact, this shit was a failed experiment. And they know that, once they begin to make this move, which they've already been secret, they've already reconstructed the banking system. So they just need to go ahead and, have some event to blame the collapse on. But they know that you people are going to rebel, man. They know that this is going to cause all types of hell. OK, it ain't just going to be bank runs. OK, because they're going to run to the bank. Ain't nothing going to be there. OK, so they know this is going to cause all types of hell in the streets. OK, and they plan on they got a solution for that, man. They're going to try to, they're going to bring in martial law and order and all this shit. But hey, point being, man, is that we are here. OK, brothers. Hey, Lord willing, man, 2024 is going to be a crazy fucking year, man. OK, So yeah, that's pretty much been a point, man. They've these banks over here have adopted this framework. Okay, the Feds pretty much, gave them a fucking deadline. They wanted this shit done by 2023. So yeah, get ready for this collapse, man. We about to see some major shit, man. Some black swan, some false flag, man. So get ready, because we ain't about to be here too much longer, man. These devils got to go ahead and roll this shit out. And that's exactly what they're about to do. All right. So all praises to Yahweh Bashim Shah, Bashim Kakadash, DTA Wah, Baba Ball, Shalom.